In Africa, the mobile money market across the continent handles billions of dollars of transactions annually. In Kenya, M-PESA mobile money transfer system is credited with transforming the economy, while a new study shows its impact on the social relationships and culture in the rural areas of the country. VOA's Jackson Mvunganyi reports.
Studies show that sub-Saharan Africa is the world's third largest mobile market. More than 80% of the continent's overall population have access to cell phones. The majority of mobile subscribers reside in rural areas. And even though many of them have no access to traditional banking, the introduction of mobile money transfer services in the last decade has opened them to new opportunities in what many see as the beginning of Africa's first paperless economy.
It's been really important because it's helped people access money, especially people who don't have access to a bank. So for a lot of people in rural areas, areas that aren't well served by banking or other sort of financial services, it's a way for people to gain access to money that's been really, really important. A lot of people who work in urban areas and who have jobs can now send money to friends and relatives in places where they don't have a lot of access. So it's really helped to spread money around.
Sibo Kusimba is an anthropologist who worked and taught in Kenya. She has published research on the use of mobile money in rural Kenya. M-PESA, the most popular mobile money transfer system, was launched in 2007. It is now used by over 17 million Kenyans. Kusimba says that use of mobile money services is creating new forms of social and communal life.
It's a way to send gifts, it's a way to make a social connection, it's a way to keep friends, it's a way to stay active in a community that maybe you don't visit as often as you would like. So it has all these dimensions of meaning for people as a way to keep their social connections alive.
Now, most scholars have been approaching the study of M-PESA and many of these new technologies in Africa from a developmental standpoint. You went in as an anthropologist.
It's true that the development community, this being Africa, of course, it's true that a lot of external stakeholders are looking at this service and hoping and expecting that it will do certain things for Africa. Economic development is usually the way in which this service is understood. And of course, the economic aspect is important. But what I learned is that it's important for the culture, it's important for what the people themselves value. A lot of times they value their social relationships just as much as they do their bank accounts or the projects that they have. So I've learned that people really think in terms of spreading out the benefits that they receive, and they use their phone as a way of building communities, keeping in touch with people who are close to them, sharing resources and sharing the benefits that they've received. So that sense of creating groups of people who benefit together, who share things, I think is really important in how this service is used.
For years, anthropologists like Sibo Kusimba have been studying the specific roles that money can play in different social settings. In societies where money is not traditionally part of their transactional systems, it will be interesting to see how, over time, M-PESA and other forms of money transfer systems will shape relationships and other socio-economic dynamics as regards to ownership, contracts, etc. For Voice of America, I'm Jackson Mvunganyi.